What's up, superheroes? Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi, I'm Scarlett Grace, I'm a manifestation coach, and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. In this video, we're going to talk about which desires you can manifest and which desires you cannot. I always say in videos, you can manifest any desire, but a lot of you want to know if you can actually manifest the specific desire that you have. So I decided to make this video to clarify this matter once and for all so that you know what is actually possible and what is impossible for you to manifest. Before we get into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any video that could change your life. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person. Coaching is currently closed, but it will reopen in May, so if you want to be notified when that happens so that you can sign up and book an appointment, I have a waitlist that you can sign up for, and you can find it on the coaching page. You can find the links to all of those things in the description below. So let's talk about the desires that are possible and the desires that are impossible to manifest. The first category that I want to rule out from the start are the desires that are actually considered impossible for most people. Desires such as bringing back somebody from the dead, teleporting to Mars, waking up tomorrow and being a whale instead of a human. Now, listen, I'm not saying that those things necessarily are impossible. But if I haven't manifested something along those lines, and if I don't personally know somebody who has manifested something like this, I can't actually tell you whether you can do it or not, and I can't actually teach you how to do it. So those types of desires are not something that we're going to be focusing on. Any other desire that you may have, if it is a true and honest desire, that means that you can make it happen in your reality. In fact, our desires are not random. Our desires come from divinity. Remember, you are God of your reality, and this is the human you, and the bigger part of you is the you that created the whole universe. So when you have a desire, the desire isn't random. The desire comes from the higher part of you. If you have a desire, that means that you can have that thing. That is what our desires mean, but it has to be a true and honest desire. So I wanted to explain what a true and honest desire is so that there is no confusion around this. A true and honest desire is a desire that is truly the actual desire. Many desires that we have are not the actual desire. Many desires that we have are actually a means to an end. They hide behind them something else. But sometimes we're not aware of the thing that we actually want. We just look at something and think that this is what we want and not the thing behind it. Let me give you a few examples because this is probably complicated for most people. Let's say, for example, that you see somebody famous on TV. You see, for example, a famous musician, and you feel this desire to be like this musician. Now, this can be an honest and true desire. So maybe you play the guitar and you're a musician and you want to have a career like this musician. In that case, if this is something that you love doing, if this is something that you've always wanted to manifest in your reality, that is an honest and true desire, and you can make it happen. You can manifest it. But what about when you look at somebody on TV and they're a famous musician and you feel envy and you want to be like them, but here's the catch. You have nothing to do with music. You have never actually bothered to learn an instrument, or maybe you tried and you found it boring, or you found it too much work to practice hours and hours every day, day in and day out for years to get that good at playing the guitar. In that case, the desire to be like this person isn't actually the true desire. The desire that you have is hiding somewhere behind this desire. So if this is the case for you, what you need to do is ask yourself, what is it exactly that makes me feel that I want to be like this person? Because it's obviously not the music, otherwise you would be playing the guitar all day. What is it? Is it the money? Is it the fame? Is it the good looks? Is it people's admiration? Are they doing something currently that I actually want to do? So maybe it's not the career, maybe it's not the attention from people, maybe it's not the admiration, maybe it's not even the money, maybe what you saw on TV or what you read in a magazine or online is that they bought a house in some place of the world that you've always wanted to travel. And this is the actual desire. The desire is I want to be in the Caribbean instead of where I am right now, where it's rainy and cold. Or maybe it is the money. Maybe you want to have the freedom to travel around the world and have different homes around the world, different houses in many different countries. Maybe it is people's admiration. So actually wanting to be like this person, wanting to be a famous musician, isn't the actual desire. And when it's not a true desire, you cannot manifest it. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because if you woke up tomorrow and you were a famous musician, you wouldn't enjoy your life. That person got where they are because they enjoy what they're doing. If they're playing guitar, that means they love playing the guitar. If you don't, that wouldn't be a life that actually would be fulfilling for you. It wouldn't make you happy. So the fact that you can't manifest this thing is all right. It's not because you have some kind of limitation, it's because you don't actually want it. The desire behind the desire, though, this is something you can absolutely have. So if you want to be like a specific famous person and you ask yourself, okay, what part of their lives is it that actually attracts me? Let's say it's the money. That money you can absolutely manifest because that's an honest and true desire for you. Or maybe it's people admiring you. You can absolutely manifest it. It probably won't be in music, since this is not what you actually enjoy doing, but it will be in some other area of your life. Something else that you're good at, something that you actually enjoy doing. Maybe it's the attention, in the sense that this person could date anybody, because everybody is attracted to this person. Well, this is an honest and true desire for you. You can have that, and you don't have to be a famous musician, and you don't have to be rich, and you don't have to be any of those things in order to have that. You can be that magnetic now. You can have the attention of as many people as you want now. You can date whoever you want now. This is an honest desire. So if it's an honest desire, if it's the thing that you actually want, you can absolutely manifest it. Now here's the thing. When I say that you cannot manifest a desire that is not an honest desire, this is not absolutely true. Because you are God of your reality. You have the ability to manifest anything you want. It's just that when it's not an honest desire, your subconscious mind knows it. And when your subconscious mind knows it, that means that it will not be easy for you to manifest this desire because it's actually a fake desire. But in some cases, you may manage, if you try hard enough, to manifest the thing that isn't the actual desire. But it's not a good idea to do this because when you manifest something that is not your actual desire, you're not happy with it. So it pays to figure out what the actual desire is in advance and go after that, instead of spending a lot of time and energy manifesting the wrong thing, the thing that doesn't ultimately make you happy, the thing that doesn't actually give you what you truly want. Or it gives you what you truly want, but it comes with all kinds of things that you don't actually enjoy. For example, imagine that you manage to manifest becoming a famous singer or a famous musician. And then you have the money. And you have the life that you thought you wanted, but hey, it comes with traveling all around the world, whether you want it or not. It comes with struggling to maintain your relationships because you have to work so much. And you don't even enjoy working as a musician. Otherwise, you would have wanted to play music before manifesting this desire. Or imagine that what you wanted to be is a famous actor. And you managed to become a famous actor somehow, regardless of whether you have acted before or not. You did something and you became famous because you manifested it with your imagination. Circumstances don't matter. And then you find yourself working 15 hours a day, every single day for years. And what happens to the rest of your life? And do you actually get to enjoy your life like that? If you only wanted to become a famous actor for the money and the attention and for being famous, do you actually enjoy your life when you have to work so hard? Because many famous actors work really long hours for a very long time. But they enjoy what they do. They actually enjoy acting. If you don't, you find yourself in an unhappy life. So in some cases, you can manifest desires that are not your true and honest desires. If you're persistent enough, you can make it happen because you're still God of your reality. You dictate what is possible for you or not. But you won't actually enjoy it. So it pays off, in cases like this, to actually stop and ask yourself, is this my honest desire? Because you don't want to be wasting time and energy going after the wrong thing, the thing that isn't actually fulfilling for you. Ask yourself, is this actually my desire? Do I want to be like this famous person because I enjoy what they do career-wise? If not, what is my actual desire? Because if you go after that, that can manifest easily because your subconscious mind already is convinced that you want that thing. So it will be much easier to manifest the money or the fame or the attention or whatever it is you want. And even for smaller scale things, so it doesn't have to be this huge desire like becoming the most famous musician on the planet in order for it to not necessarily be a true desire. Maybe you want a specific person, okay? Do you actually want this person? It pays off to ask yourself in advance, is it that I actually love this person and nobody else? Or is it my insecurity telling me that if I let this person go, maybe there will be no one else for me? Because some of you go after one specific person, not because you actually want this person, but for other reasons like, I don't feel I will be able to manifest somebody better. Or I need to get married right now because I'm getting too old and people are gossiping and my parents are pressuring me or whatever. Can you manifest the person that you don't truly want? Yeah, if you persist, maybe you will be able to manifest the person. But if it's not the person you truly want, what are you doing here? You're just denying yourself a happier life. You settle, basically. Do you actually want to settle? You're God of your reality. Do you want to settle instead of going after the thing you truly want? If the person is not the person that truly makes you happy, don't settle for that person and make it hard on yourself and spend months getting rid of baggage around this person in order to manifest somebody and have a life that you don't truly enjoy. You deserve to have a person that is 100% what you want. Or let's take a job example. You want one specific job. Is it that specific job that you want, or do you actually want a specific income? If you don't actually enjoy that line of work, even if it comes with a lot of money, will you actually be happy? Why make that choice? I mean, it's up to you. You choose what you want to manifest in your reality. But it would be much better to ask yourself, okay, I don't think this is an honest desire for me. What is the desire behind this desire? Do I actually just want the money? Because if I just want the money, I can just go after manifesting the money. I can create an imaginal scene that implies that I have a specific level of income and not focus on that specific job. And maybe it will happen in a way where I don't have to work, or maybe it will happen in a way that I haven't thought of. And I will be working in a field that I enjoy way more than this specific field. Maybe it will manifest in a way where you do the thing that you enjoy the most and you didn't think you could make money off of it, but then a series of incidents happen and you discover that you can make way more money doing the thing that you actually love, the thing that you thought wasn't profitable, than forcing yourself to actually have a job that you really don't enjoy and you're just doing it for the money, or because you were told this is what you're supposed to do, or because this is what would make your spouse or your parents or your friends happy. And this is another reason I keep saying, don't focus on the means to an end, focus on the end result you want as if it has already manifested. Because if you focus on the things that you assume are going to lead you to the thing you want, you're manifesting the means, but those means may not lead you to the end result that you actually enjoy. Whereas if you go after the thing that you truly desire, if you choose the true end result that makes your heart sing and makes you happy, a series of incidents will happen to make it happen in physical reality for you. And it may happen the way you predicted, or it may not. So if you want financial security, don't go after winning the lottery, because that's not the same thing. Maybe financial security will come to you in a completely different way that doesn't involve the lottery. But if you focus on manifesting the lottery, that's a means to an end. It may not go as well as you thought, and you're also really limiting the way something can come into your life for no good reason. If you're stuck on I have to win the lottery, that's one way and one way only you can manifest the money. Whereas if you imagine that you already have the lifestyle you want, if you come up with imaginal scenes or affirmations or script about living the life that you want, where you are financially secure and you can have all the objects that you want and the houses and the vacations and anything else that you would do with the money, that allows the higher part of you, God, divinity, the universe, however you want to call it, that actually orchestrates the series of incidents that make your manifestations happen, to play with it and manifest it a million different ways, instead of just one. I hope this video helped clarify for you what types of desires you can actually manifest with the law of assumption, and also that you now understand how to check all the desires that you're focusing on manifesting to make sure that those are your true desires, the things that you truly want and not just a means to an end. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment to let me know what your biggest takeaway from this video was. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.